I thought I'd do a video today and just have a little talk about medical ethics. Okay, so what that means is what is right and what's wrong, what's ethnically right and what's ethnically wrong to do. Now we've got the technology to do a lot more stuff. You've got to question yourself, is it ethnically right or ethnically wrong? Because we can do stuff now but we didn't have to worry about years ago because we couldn't do it anyway. But now we can. So it's becoming like a question. Is it okay to do this sort of stuff or not? What's ethnically right and what's ethnically not right? It's like I don't know if you know the actors John Travolta, Nicolas Cage. They swapped heads just for a film. They swapped heads. Is that ethnically right? To have an head transplant, we can do them now. But ethnically, should we be doing them? Just because we can do something, it don't mean that we should be doing it. So that's what I thought I'd talk about today. Should we do the stuff what we can do? Or should we say, no, that's not ethnically right, we've got too carried away, let's not do it. It's like cloning. Someone's cloned a sheep. We've cloned a sheep, but should we be cloning sheep? But we've been cloning sheep to practice to see if we can clone something called embryos. And then, I don't know what we're going to do with them. I think we're going to fix people up with embryos. What's like, so if you have an accident and chop your arm off, I think they can put some embryos in your tablets, get some embryos tablets, and you'll be like like lizards grow a new tail, you'll be like that, you'll just grow a nice new arm. So is that ethnically okay? I think that's probably ethnically right, because it's helping someone at the end of the day, isn't it? What helps? Surely it's got to be a good thing. It's like people say I'm stupid, right? Well, say like if you had a professor, right, and he had like say he'd got like he were getting old and he's thinking, oh, I could do with a new body now, right? I could swap him, so I could have his head, and then if I could have an head transplant with him, I'd have his head, right? So then I'd have his brain, wouldn't I? So I'd be cleverer and he'd be stuck with my head. Well, it's not that good. Well, it's alright, but it's not very clever. So he'd be stuck with my head and I'd be thinking he's not thought this through proper, has he? He'd be stuck with like a crap head on his old body. I'd be buzzing because I'd have a brand new head on my younger body. Well, it's not that young, but it's younger than this bloke's, what I've imagined anyway. But would that be ethnically right to do that? Because it'd be doing me a favour, I'd be getting a nice new brain, innit? So what is ethnically right, what's ethnically wrong? That's what I'm thinking about today. Yeah. Like I say, John Travolta and them, I don't know if they swap back after end of film or if they've still got each other's heads. Not really sure. I'll have to ask Doofus, my stepbrother. He'll probably know. My stepdad says if you're doing medical ethics, talk about euthanasia. but I said I would, but I don't know what they've got to do with anything. The euthanasia is just doing the same probably stuff as what the youths in this country is doing, I presume. Youths are youths, aren't they? I don't know what it's got to do with them, but my stepdad said mention it. It's Doofus's dad, innit? I sometimes think he's as daft as Doofus. And Doofus is daft. Sometimes my stepbrother Doofus, honestly, I sometimes wonder if we're actually are related, because he is proper stupid sometimes. Right, so I've got a bit of a path going on. Right, shall I do a quick dry? Yeah, I'm going to do a quick dry. Splashing about, everyone's enjoying the sun. Got the old man going, let's go a bit. And then someone shouts, oh no, there's a floater. And honestly, I've never seen a swimming pool empty that fast. Incredible. Right, I'm going to come back in now with some greens. But I'll keep varying it anyway, so these are close up, well, a bit closer up, or trees in about there. That's it. I'm going to get darker. Try that. I like that. Oh, I've got some trap wind. I think I'll try a few bushes down on this bottom bit here. Just a couple of bushes and stuff in there as well. So again a bit darker to the bottoms of these bushes. There, just bushes and stuff. Right, I think what I'll do now, put a couple of bits in these bushes, just like that, and then take a rigger brush, nice, all mixed up for some trunks, and there's some trunks coming up, like little tree trunks and stuff. Something like that, I'm thinking, look at that, that's alright, doesn't it? Little twigs everywhere, twiggy little bushes, that's a brush, that's a bush. Well, Sam, that's just what I'm looking for. Right, I'm going to strengthen some of this colour up in here. Get some nice, might put a pale green in, like just mixing a green up now, just to get some more colour in here like this. Something like that. And then a bit darker. Tiny bit darker. So these are just my close-up grasses and stuff. I'm going to stick a couple of rocks and bits in there. Tell you what, I'll go into a pure brown there and just probably put a few rocks and bits in there. Let's try that. And I'm into a few rocks and stuff. Sneak a couple of bits of grasses in. That's it. Same here, I'll get my rigger brush and just stick a couple of bits like that in as well. All little bits like that. Well, so come over to this side. We're nearly done now. Nearly done it. I think I'll mix some light green up again. Just put a bit in there like that. And across there like that. Into these trees. Into there. To add more water as we're getting further back. That's it. There we are. Then I need some more dark paint in here, that bit, so I can scratch in some grasses. Why not whack a few rocks and stuff in there and all. That's it. Some darker grasses, a bit ringer brush. I think now back into this bit here, so I'll probably go lighter green, take it a bit lighter. Into here, like that. A bit of water, soften it off as we get a bit further back in it. Like that. That's it. What I'm going to do, take this little soft brush and just come inside of this tree here like that. Something like that, hopefully. That looks alright. That's it. There. Not looking bad, I don't think. Oh, I'll tell you what, I'll put some grasses in here. Nearly done. Put grasses in there. Right. Now I need some proper fat dark paint now. Come in with lighter colours this side, like this. And start getting darker as it comes across, like that. Darker still, and a nice dark that on that edge like that. That's nice. Sorry, that I like that. And then same here on this one. That's it. Yeah, just lay a little bit. Right, wash my brush. All I've done now is wash my brush out and just softened in. So hopefully that looks like bark. Well, could actually do with some. Quite dark down on this bottom bit here. In fact, I'll put a shadow in actually. So I can go across there like that. I can go across there. Nice. A shadow in here like this. Coming across there. There we are. That's that. That paint. tint there. Some long grasses. Well, I'll get some green and put some long grassy bits in there as well. Same here. Some long grassy bits there and there. Well, now then. So, I'm going to get some more. I'm just going to take some. No, shall I have one coming out of there? Let's have a bit of a branch coming out of here, shall we? Oh, I like that. That's nice, isn't it? Then maybe there's one there as well. There, so that's that. I think we're about done. I'll tell you what I could do. Say there's a tree out of shot here and have a shadow coming across, that'll look nice. That'll look nice. So say there's a tree here, look. So that it's making a shadow. It's coming across there. Right across there. Maybe it's got some branches and stuff on it like that. Well, that's there and all. There. I'd like to scratch some in there, I'm not sure. No, paper's too wet. Right. So that's that. Pop in. Let me get the right size brush. I'll just pop in. Ickle bloke walking an ickle dog. Right. Here we are. So I'm going to give him a bright green top on. I'll try and come in here so you can see what I'm doing. Got a bright green top on there. Brown here. And got a little dog. A little dog. Let's give him some brown trousers. And there's a shadow coming off them both. Yeah. The dog a little tail. Across there like that. Right. Tiny little brush. Put Peter and Paul in. Peter, Paul. Oh. Signature. I'll put in there this time. Birthday. There we are. Discussed. You've had some constructional advice on how to paint. In it, you've learnt about a little bit about medical ethics. Probably haven't learnt a great deal, but you learnt a bit. I'm just going to soften that off down that side a bit. Like that. Some recycling plot paper. Oh, look at that. Looks nice. If you want to do some bark, by the way, you can also do that for a barky effect. Like that. Brilliant. That one's dried. That's further away, so you can see some bark. You bark on that. Yeah, so you've learnt about your medical ethics. Well, yeah, oh, it's up to you. Make your own mind up what you think about it. Told you what I think. I've heard both sides of the arguments, and I ain't got a clue. So that's just a quick little sketch in it. Boom shakallah, wah wah.